Okay, so this is for the intervention assessment for PECS. Um, for my intervention at PECS, we will use a simple PECS board, which any of us can make with Velcro. My student Jason will be, um, first, we will give him the an assessment to see which he prefers to eat. So once we give him an assessment what he prefers to eat, this is going to be around lunchtime. And there's only certain things on the lunch menu that he can eat. So this is going to be preferred items that he might want to eat during lunch. So when we use this board, when we first start out with the first phase, we're going to go through the first four phases. When we start with the first phase, this won't be here, but I'm just giving you an example. We're going to use this, and when he did his preferred items that he likes to eat, he chose spaghetti, burgers, fries, cheese, bread, noodles, veggies, soft drinks, milk. So the first part for the first phase, so I taught him to approach an adult, either myself, two people were used in this phase. So they were supposed to approach an adult, give me a picture, or any adult the picture, and receive the preferred item. So when he would approach me with French fries, I would say, "Oh, you want French fries?" and hand him some French fries. So these are things that we all had on hand just for this assignment. If he says, "I want grapes," hands me a picture of grapes, I'll get him some grapes. So we had all of these items on hand. Once he did it correctly for the 5 sessions, then he would move on to the next phase. He would get physical assistance, gestural assistance, and then once that was faded, and he was doing it independently, then he could move on to the next phase. And the mastery criteria is 80%. So we would use the data collection sheets, and then once he did it at 80% of the time for 5 trials, then we moved on to the second phase. Now the second phase was we moved the binder to another location. It's their communication binder. And we moved it away from them. And he was taught to walk to his binder, which we modeled, walking to his binder. And again, 2 trainers were used for this, myself and another person, or the aide and another person. He was taught to walk to the binder, which we modeled for him, pick one of his preferred items, could be veggies, hand it to us, and then he would get that preferred item. Again, we would prompt him, go get your binder, go get your preferred item. What would you like? What do you want? If he comes back with the veggies up, you want veggies, and then give him his veggies. So again, same protocol. Once he did it for 5 trials at 80% mastery, then he could move on to the next phase. In PECS, you can't move on to the next phase until you've mastered the phase before it. The next one, so the first one was the basic picture exchange. This second one is the increasing distance. This third one that I'm about to talk about is the picture discrimination. So we have two items, one preferred and one non-preferred at the front of the binder. So have a burger that he likes and steak, which he doesn't. So then I move it to the front of his communication binder where all of the other things were. And it's very easy to do this. So see, it's moved to the front of the binder, okay? And he was supposed to say, okay, point to what he wanted. You want a burger. Supposed to point to what he doesn't want. So, again, he's supposed to master this. He's supposed to choose from 6 or more preferred and non-preferred items. Which one do you want? Which one don't you want? And that's how this one goes. And then once he's mastered it for, again, the 5 trials at 80%, then we move on to the next phase. In all of these phases, we are checking for picture discrimination. We're checking for non-word vocals. We're checking for vocals. These sessions are taped, so we can go back and collect the data for the sessions to see any speech samples we'll take to see what he actually said, if he said I won, if he made a comment, and the perceived function of what he said he wanted or what his comment was. Okay, so then the next part of this is the phase 4. It's the sentences. So once again, we have this board that we removed from the PECS binder. We have the I want down here. So this is going to use backwards chaining. So teach him how to take a sentence starter. I want picture. Okay. And place it on a sentence strip. Now we have a sentence strip here, and we also have a sentence strip here that he could that is portable, and he could put on here. So we're going to use this one. So we're going to put the preferred item from here onto that strip. And he should be exchanging what he wants and putting it